Hello, hello, hello. If you're out there, is anybody out there? Let me know. Sure. All right, good morning. How you doing this morning? It's Friday. It's Friday morning here, and the clock says 6:30, so, it's early. Yes, and I have actually been up too long. I've been up for several hours, so we are going to play something. I don't know why I segued into that, but, you're here. I'm Brian. I'm a poet. You're here for poetry. It's Friday, and we're just going to play some random music made from poems with AI. So, if you're into stuff like that, which I assume if you are watching, you are, because you know what's going on. Like this lovely lady here. Good morning, Miss Crockett. How art thou? We're just going to play something. So I'm just going to play something. That's one of the things I like about these. Oh, yeah, and good. Haha. That's one thing I like about these particular type shows. Hey, T, how is it going down under? How was your Friday? How was your evening? And I'm going to play this.
Fly buzz when I died. The stillness in the room was like the stillness in the air between the heaves of storm. The eyes around had wrung them dry, and breaths were gathering firm for that last onset when the king be witnessed in the room. Signed away, what portion of me be assignable, and then it was there interposed the fly with blue uncertain stumbling buzz between the light and me, and then the windows failed, and then I could not see to see. Portion of me be assignable, and then it was there interposed a fly with blue uncertain stumbling buzz between the light and me, and then the windows failed, and then I could not see to see. Suddenly break the branch or hope to find the white heart over the white well. Glance aside, not for lamps, do not spell old enchantments. Let them sleep. But not too deep. Lift your eyes where the roads dip and where the roads rise. Only there
only got an hour. Might as well make it count.
I met the bishop on the road, and much said he and I. Those breasts are flat and falling now. Those veins must soon be dry. Live in a heavenly mansion, not in some foul style. Fair and foul are near of kin, and fair needs foul, I cried. My friends are gone, but that's the truth. No grave, no bed denied. Learned in bodily lowliness and in the heart's pride. A woman can be proud and stiff when on love intent, but love is pitched his mansion in the place of excrement. For nothing can be sold that has not been rent. When on love intent, but love has pitched his mansion in the place of excrement. For nothing can be sold or whole that has not been
Yeah, dude, we're here for a short time, for a good line, for a good for short time, short time for a good time, and a good bass line like we had. And also here, that didn't work like I was going to, like I thought it was going to. So I'm just going to go ahead and play one more. Here we go. Aha. Sure.
Shot from a bower eaves, he rode between the barley sheaves. The sun came dazzling through the leaves and flamed upon the brazen greaves of Beausoleil. A red cross knight forever kneel to a lady in his shield that sparkled on the yellow field beside remote Shalott. The gemmy bridle glittered free like to some branch of stars we see hung in the golden galaxy. The bridal bells rang merrily as he rode down from Camelot, and from his blazoned baldric slung a mighty silver bugle hung, and as he rode his armor rung beside remote Shalott. Green sunlight glowed on burnished hooves. His warhorse strode from underneath. His helmet flowed, his coal black curls as on he rode, as he rode down from Camelot. From the bank and from the river, he flashed into the crystal mirror. Tiralira, tiralira, sang Sir Lancelot. Oh, she left the web, she left the loom. She made 3 paces through the room. She saw the water flower bloom. She saw the helmet and the plume. She looked down to Camelot. Out flew the web and floated wide. The mirror cracked from side to side. The curse has come upon me, cried the Lady of Shalott.
Keep it going.
Stand the ground you're on, my braves. Will you give it up to slaves? Will you look for greener graves? Hope your mercy still wants the mercy despots feel. Hear it in that battle peal. Read it on yon bristling steel. Ask it ye who will. so well. Ask where heaven its dew shall shed on the martyred patriot's bed, and the rocks shall raise their head of his deeds to tell.
So, what do you think of the intros there? Yeah, I need to get as much out of this hour as I can because, like our wise friend here said, here for a short time and a good time. I was always thinking, if I would ever to have opened a place like that, coffee shop or a bar, I'd call it the library, especially if we play stuff like this. And we don't like, subscribe, whatever. So what do you think so far? Oh, back to school. Things are going pretty good. I've been keeping up with my work. The projects are coming along. I'm actually getting to use, they're starting. The wheels are starting. I'm actually sort of getting to use some of the stuff we do on here, especially with the poetry class. And actually, that particular poem, Warren's Address, might be part of a paper I'm going to write for my history class on the Revolutionary War, because Warren, as you might know, this Warren's Address was written by John Pierpont, and it was about, I forgot what his first name is, but it was Warren dude who got sniped at the end of the Battle of Bunker Hill. Which my which actually has been talked about. We talked about him. All right, so okay, so we're going to change it up just a little bit because I want to hear these. Are the Celts still in? Are Celtic friends still in the in here? Because I got to find this right quick. Is it here or here? Let's see. I need to go back to organizing these things better. So bear with me for a moment. No, not that one. Oh, here. Here we go.
This plowman dead in battle slept out of doors many a frozen night, and merrily answered staid drinkers, good bedmen and all boors, at Mrs. Greenland's hawthorn bush. Said he, I slept, none knew which bush above the town, beyond the drover, 100 spot the down, in Wiltshire, and where now at last he sleeps, more sound in France that to his secret keeps. This plowman dead in battle slept out of doors, many a frozen night, and merrily answered staid drinkers, good bedmen and all boors, at Mrs. Greenland's hawthorn bush. Said he, I slept, none knew which bush above the town, beyond the drover, 100 spot the down, in Wiltshire, and where now at last he sleeps, more sound in France that to his secret keeps. beyond the drover, 100 spot the down in Wiltshire, and where now at last he sleeps, more sound in France, that too he secret keeps.
Well, I told you my vision for a video for this one would be some burly Irish longshoremen lads getting off work, going to the local pub, you know, preferably set somewhere around, you know, some in the mid 1700s, you know, more colonial days than post, you know, revolution, all that stuff. And they come in and they're a bunch of lads, they're all friends, and one of them raises his glass and starts singing, and then the other guys all come in, and when they go to the one part, they click them together and they go and drink, and then that's what I want to do with that one. A bar playing my tunes, yeah. I was just saying a couple of songs ago that, okay, cool. Well, the kind of bar I would open would be 420 friendly. So, all right, let's keep it going, because I'm not done with the Celtic stuff yet, because we're going to play this one.
Her form retained, they thought their hearts couldn't recall the love joy again. They thought the tide of grief would flow unchecked through future years, but where is all their anguish now? And where
Let's see here. That's actually pretty cool. I touched it up. I might use it. Speaking of using stuff, Irish, if you're still there, remember that list you put up on Wednesday that I thought was really cool? Well, I went back and I copied and pasted it, and I might use it. Well, no, I'm going to use it in something you'll be fully credited with the inspiration and, and stuff. So we got that going. And then here, well, yeah, if well, especially when we were younger, boy, that would be something that we'd think of when we had the monkeys or something. Hey, work is work. Real world is real world. You got to do stuff. I wasn't here yesterday because I had to go get an MRI on my neck, and then I had all kinds of stuff to do. I didn't get in bed till almost midnight because I was reading for class today. So yeah. Unless Nutella. Oh yeah, you can also. Hey, that's actually good. You could do this. Pizza crust, custard, bananas, and then the Nutella. Dessert pizza right there. And if you want to, put little strawberries in it, and then yeah. All right, so Miriam, since you got here, I'm going to play something. Of course, I'm going to play something. I just gotta freaking find it first, and I think it's. I should really be doing this. No. I should really be more prepared for stuff like this. But it's around here somewhere. Oh, yeah, here. Is it? No. All right. I know it's here. Here, I'll play something. Well, yeah, I don't like dead air, so hold on a second here. Let me play that.
Bake the day she suddenly dropped dead. We that last apple pie. Shock and sleeplessness, you're like bookends, the pair of you. Hog that great, say nothing, sit, sleep, air. The solar me, you worn out on poor pay. Only our silence made us seem a pair. Not as good for staring in blue gas. Too regular each, but each yellow spike. At night you need my company to pass, and she not here to tell us we're alike. Your life's all shattered into smithereens. Back in our silences and sullen looks. For all the scotch we drink, what's still betweens? Not the 30 or so years, but books, books. You're like bookends, the pair of you, she'd say. Hog that great, say nothing, sit, sleep, stare. The scholar me, you worn out on poor pay. Only our silence made us seem a pair. The scholar me, you worn out on poor pay. Only our silence made us seem a pair. Not as good for staring in blue gas. too regular, each yellow spike. At night you need my company to pass, and she not here to tell us we're alike. Your life's all shattered into smithereens. Back in our silences and sullen looks, for all the scotch we drink, what's still between's not the 30 or so years, but books, books, books.
Hey, 4-cheese pizzas are awesome. Honestly, the first time I ever had Nutella, I was actually on deployment. You know, I didn't realize. I thought it was something you got off, over in Europe or something. Not here. And then I found it here, and I was like, "There is a God." Okay, Banafee. I'm an American. I have no idea, or if I do, I'm not going to admit it. Let's see. That's why you don't look at labels sometimes. Yeah, stupid diabetes. All right. Strawberries. Love strawberries. Yeah. All right. I'm just gonna play it. I found the one I wanted to play. Not a fan of chocolatey things unless it's actual chocolate or dark coated chocolate and chocolate chips. I'm a fan of the dark chocolate. I like 60 to 70% cocoa. Hey, I made you a mod too, so join the club. How's it going, Amy? Yeah, because next time if you want to post something or whatever, you can do it. That goes for all of you guys. If you got something going on your channels or whatever, So, all right, Miriam, this one's for you because we got like 20 minutes left in the show. So, I found it. I think. Yeah, it is right here. If I'm not mistaken.
Had once and of their shadows deep. How many love your moments of glad grace, and love your beauty with love false so true. But one man loved the pilgrim soul in you, and loved the sorrows of your changing face. Amid a crowd of stars, how many love your moments of glad grace, beauty with love, false or true. But one man loved the pilgrim soul in you, and loved the sorrows of your changing face. Your moments of glad grace, and love your beauty with love, false or true. But one man loved the pilgrim soul in you, and loved the sorrows of your changing face. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I know how that is. If you, hey, if you need someone to listen, send me an email. We'll get together later. Yes, have a good. Try to get some sleep. If you have to, take some sleeping pills. Well, I'd recommend Zine Marlene, but I don't really know if you. All right, let's see here. Yes, take care. Sweet dreams. Oh yeah, here. Marshmallow fluff. You know what that's? I don't really eat that stuff. Or it can be very messy, and it also reminds me of this movie, this B movie from the mid-80s called The Stuff, which it was this stuff that people were eating, and it was turning them into like monsters and stuff. So yeah. Yes, definitely. We can get some other stuff. Get some stuff that, yep, peanut butter. Okay, I'm sort of behind. Banoffee is banana and toffee. Caramel. Banana, toffee, caramel. I got nothing. Except some cool songs, so I'm going to play another one. I'm going to play, here, let's change it up a little bit. I really like this one. It's kind of Statler Brothers-ish, so let's go into a more like this one. Ah!
There is May in books forever. May will part from Spencer never. May's in Milton, May's in Pride, May's in Chaucer, Thomson Dyer, May's in all the Italian books. She has old and modern nooks where she sleeps with nymphs and elves in happy places they call shelves, and will rise and dress your rooms with a drapery thick with blooms. Come ye rains, then if ye will, May's at home and with me still. But come rather, thou good weather, and find us in the fields together. And we'll ride
dress your rooms with a drapery thick with blooms. Come ye rains, then if ye will, May's at home and with me still. But come rather, thou good weather, and find us in the fields together.
Keep it on going.
And Apenic Sweeney spread his knees, letting his arms hang down to laugh. The zebra stripes along his jaw, swelling to maculate giraffe. The circles of the stormy moon slide westward toward the river plate. Death and the raven drift above, and Sweeney guards the horned gate. Gloomy Orion and the dog are veiled and hushed, the shrunken seas. The person in the Spanish cape tries to sit on Sweeney's knees, slips and pulls the tablecloth, overturns a coffee cup, reorganized upon the floor. She yawns and draws a stocking up. The silent man in mocha brown sprawls at the windowsill and gapes. The waiter brings in oranges, bananas, figs, and hothouse grapes. The silent vertebrate in brown contracts and concentrates, withdraws. Rachel Narabinovich tears at the grapes with myrrh's paws. She and the lady in the cape are suspect, thought to be in league. Therefore the man with heavy eyes declines the gambit, shows fatigue, leaves the room and reappears outside the window, leaning in. Branches of wisteria circumscribe a golden grin. The host with someone indistinct converses at the door apart. The nightingales are singing near the convent of the Sacred Heart. And sang within the bloody wood when Agamemnon cried aloud, and let their liquid siftings fall to stain the stiff, dishonored shroud.
Yeah, it's T.S. Eliot. He holds a special place, and even though great, he's freaking awesome, right? I actually have a really vivid idea for a video for that one too. Just need oh, I forgot what I was going to say, but yeah, I made this. I had some bananas that were going to, I wasn't going to eat them all before they started to get bad. So took some strawberries and bananas and put it in a thing. So I'm going to go get later today one of those no-bake cheesecakes you can get at the store that taste really good and are really bad for you, and do that and put that on top of it and eat it all. Oh. All right, everybody remember that. Talking about desserts here. So yeah, we'll play a couple more and then yeah. Okay. All right, let's play a couple more and then I have to go. What do y'all want to hear? I want to hear this one.
Within this black hive tonight, there swarm a million bees. Bees passing in and out the moon. Bees escaping out the moon. Bees returning through the moon. Silver bees intently buzzing, silver honey dripping from the swarm of bees. Earth is a waxen cell of the world comb, and I a drone, lying on my back, lipping honey, getting drunk with that silver honey. Wish that I might fly out past the moon and curl forever in some far-off farmyard flower. Within this black hive tonight, there swarm a million bees. Bees passing in and out the moon. Bees escaping out the moon. Bees returning through the moon. Silver bees intently buzzing, silver honey dripping from the swarm of bees. Earth is a waxen cell of the world comb, and I a drone lying on my back, lipping honey, getting drunk with that silver honey. Wish that I might fly out past the moon and curl forever in some far-off farmyard flower. When curl forever in some far-off farmyard flower.
That sucks. I hope you're feeling better. Sending good vibes. There's always a replay crew too, you know. But yeah, I'm glad you like what I'm playing this morning because it's if you go back and rewatch everything, it starts off heavy, and then we go a little inspirational, a little Celtic, and then now we're here. Which I mean, talking about desserts too. So, so yeah. Okie dokie. Well, I will be in class while all that is going on. And next time any of y'all talk to talk to Mona, tell her I said hi, because I miss seeing her in the morning. Her good morning sunshine sometimes. Yeah. So okay. Let's see here. Let's play. I can play two more. Let's play two more, and then I have to go. Let's make them all. Let's do here. Play this one.
The robin laughed in the orange tree. Oh, windy north, a fig for thee. Wild breasts are red and wings are bold, and green trees wave us globes of gold. Time's sighs shall reap a bliss for me.
Sunlight song and the orange tree.
Burn golden globes in the leafy sky. My orange planet's crimson eye will shine and shoot among the spheres and thread the heavenly orange tree.
With orbits bright of minstrelsy.
If that I hate wild winter spy, the gibbet trees, the world in wide, the sky but gray, wind over gray. Why should I ache the season's slave? I'll sing from the top of the orange tree. Gramercy, winter's tyranny. I'll sail with the sun and keep my climb. My wing is king of the summertime. My breast to the sun, his torch shall hold, and I'll call down through the green and gold. Time, take thy scythe, reap bliss for me. Be steer thee under the orange tree.
All right. Let's see here. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Poor puppies. Infectious disease thingy. That's not good, but okay. Here. Sending good vibes. Hopefully you get better. Yeah, it's still going on. Still going around. Because my friend, my special, my friend who lives up the road from me, she's been having some issues, been in and out of the hospital, blah, blah, blah. And this last time, we've been doing stuff together for, like 3 days straight, took her through a medical appointment. And then she was back in the hospital with COVID, and I'm fine. She's fine now and everything. But yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't know. You just gotta be careful. You get the vaccinations because they work for me. I am a firm believer in covering your ass and science and the scientific method. And I have no idea. So I'm just going to play one more and go do my thing. All right, my friends. Isn't that coming up, or did they cancel that for this year because of what Alex has been doing? Yes, and good vibes. Crossing your fingers and stuff. All right, so here, let me do this. Have an awesome day and all that stuff. And I'm going to play one more. It should be coming up like at the end of sometime in the next month or so, October, end of September, beginning of October. Who knows? I'll tell you right now, I got mine. I'm fine. The science behind it, especially the mRNA vaccinations, is brilliant. It uses your body's mechanism. It's just depends on, and a lot of people get false information, and they just come through. I am a full supporter of that. I got all my vaccinations, and I didn't get, and I wasn't when I was a kid, and I didn't get freaking autism. Oh well. They're putting the bloody mark up, Brian, even if they don't have. Oh yeah. I know. I thought I saw something like that. Anyways, I'm getting behind here, getting distracted because I want to play this because this one is cool. It's a good way to end the show because it reminds us of what life is really about.
Birds are singing round my window, tunes the sweetest ever heard. And I hang my cage there daily, but I never catch a bird. So with thoughts my brain is peopled, and they sing there all day long, but they will not fold their pinions in the little cage of song. Birds are singing round my window, tunes the sweetest ever heard. And I hang my cage there daily, but I never catch a bird. So with thoughts my brain is peopled,
They sing there all day long, but they will not fold their pinions in the little cage of song.
All right. Okay. I got everything. The first two, the first two, and then I got the booster. My friend who has a lot of health issues got them too, and the science behind mRNA vaccinations is brilliant. Just look it up. The people we got running the show now are freaking idiots. But I got something more important here than talking about that. Where is it? Okay, you said you were probably going to go. So if you go to do the protest with Alex and them, make sure to get some of your dad's poetry. Also, you need to submit his stuff to the Slant magazine. I'll send you the information. Submit his stuff. It might get published. Slant is Slant. This is not the student literary magazine at UCA, but the regular one for everybody. I'm telling you, he might get in, they'll do it. Just, send him a little message. I actually had to get my MMR to get back in school. But I wanted to hear, yes, and there clearly is a genetic link, because I'll tell you, this is an anecdotal story from my experience. This guy I served with in the Navy, all three of his sons were autistic, and I'm talking the same level of severe nonverbal stuff, and it was because him and his wife, their genes just didn't really, probably shouldn't, All right, I'll send you that information. You might have to remind me. All right. It's the right-wing nut jobs, and they don't. Oh, I don't want to get into the politics of that right now, and I have to sign off. We'll talk later. I'll probably go on later today or tomorrow or whatever. I know, Miriam, you're probably doing your thing, so it'll probably be after yours tomorrow, maybe. I don't know. I gotta go, or I could talk more. Have a good one. Zenu Marlene, if you got it. And I don't have any more of it, so. Okay.